Hey y'all, back with part 2. I didn't want to wait too long in between videos. Here are the final 13, plus the 2 bonus ones of my 25 favorite albums in my collection. Not necessarily my favorite albums of all time. They are the favorite albums in my collection because some of my favorite albums I am still hunting for on vinyl. So, but this is the trifecta. There's Bob, there's Buju, there's Beres. And everybody knows how I feel about Bob. And all of his picnic them, but specifically about Bob. And my favorite off of this album is Pimper's Paradise. So, one of Bob them picnic is Damien and Nas. It's their album Distant Relatives. And off of here, I think my favorite is Count Your Blessings. It's a great album. I paid way too much for this album, by the way, but whatever. It was an auction. I got carried away. Whatever. Then it's Bruno. This is Doo-Wops and Hooligans. And my favorite off of here is Our First Time. Songbook by Jacob Miller. And on here, I think my favorite is Mr. Officer. Next up is my other favorite rapper, is Mos Def. And I have 2 favorites on here. One is Brooklyn, and the other is Mr. Nigga. New Edition. And my favorite on here is Can't Stand the Rain. OJ's, this is their collector's items, which is probably a cheat as well. But I think my favorite on here is Let Me Make Love to You. Purple Rain, Prince, and my favorite on here is The Beautiful Ones. This one of the albums I paid the most money for. I was hunting for this. This is an album that me and my dad used to listen to all the time, and it's appropriately named Canciones de mi Padre. And my favorite on here is La Cigara. Another one of my dad's favorites, Selena. I know everybody's gonna say Bitty Bitty Bum Bum, but it's not mine. Mine is No Me Queda Más. The Best of Luther Vandross, another cheat. However, this one was hard. It's probably Superstar until you come back to me. Almost at the end, guys. Amy Winehouse. She should not be dead. She should not be dead. My favorite on here is Our Day Will Come. Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie. And I think my favorite on here is Love's in Need of Love Today. That's 25. That's 25. My 2 honorable mentions are compilations. The first one is Strictly the Best, Volume 1, Reggae Dancehall. And I think my favorite on here is Take You to the Dance by Anthony Malvo and Daddy Lizard. This one, I play this album way too often. I feel guilty when I play this album because I'm like, I got all of these albums and I keep reaching for this one. It's a compilation. I love this album. I don't got no favorites on here. I'm gonna play this front to back to front, every single time. That's all of them. I had to come back because I left off the most important album in my collection, guys. It is a vinyl that I sent away and I got created with me and Darren's wedding songs. So we got married at a time when everybody was burning CDs, right? And I gave out copies of CDs with our favorite songs on it at the wedding. So the favorite song off of this album is Differences by Genuine because that was our wedding song. So I had to come back and show y'all that.